Hello all! I have shared previously multiple free Stream Deck profiles for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I will be creating and sharing more in the future. But I have also gotten some requests to cover the PilotsDeck plugin installation, and here it is. In order to get the PilotsDeck plugin to work in your Stream Deck, you need to first download the plugin and then, of course, install it. And you can get the plugin downloaded from this GitHub page. I will put the link in the description. And then from this page there are releases on the right side. I recommend that you get the latest, but there are other releases available if you want. So just click the latest and then scroll down, and at the bottom of the page under Assets you can get the PilotsDeck installer file. Just click it and it will download. I have the installer on my desktop in the PilotsDeck folder, and I'm just going to double click the installer. You might get a warning from the file, but then you just need to give permission to run it and then click install. Here, based on your preference, if you want to have a link for the profile manager on your desktop. I don't use it, so I don't want it. I also don't use the VJoy driver, and I don't want to install anything extra I don't actually use, so I don't put that in this installation. But the FSUI-PC connector is needed for what I'm using in my profiles. So if you want to use my profiles, please select this FSUI-PC connector and then install. Now it might take a while, and I got this warning for FSUI-PC. Just open more info, then run anyway, and then you need to give permission to run the installer. You will be then prompted with the FSUI-PC installer, and it will find the versions you have from Flight Simulator. I have both 2020 and 2024, and I am using it in both, so I want to install it for both versions. I agree with the user license agreement. Make no changes here, and I want to install it on the C drive, and then click install and OK. Here is the FSUI-PC 7 registration. You can run it free, and all the functions I am using in my profiles don't need the paid version. But if you want to support the creator of FSUI-PC, I recommend buying it. Though there's no need for that. So now I can just skip it, and I don't want to have shortcut on my desktop either, then finish. The PilotsDeck installer will deactivate or stop your Stream Deck, and then the installation is successful. Let's close it and see what happens now on the Stream Deck side. I have here empty profile, and after installation we should have the PilotsDeck plugin available. And then you can start using it by dragging and dropping different buttons and components to the profile. And then let's download the profile page from Flight Sim. This is my profile for A320neo version 2. You need to get the file, and here it is in the main file. There is also a Buy Me a Coffee link if you want to support my work, but it is not necessary. After you have downloaded, you should have this kind of file with the name A320neo version 2 and then the version number and some letters from Flight Sim. Extract that, open the folder, and then just double click the profile file. It should open in your Stream Deck. Select where you want to install it and install. Here you have all the pages that are included, and it should work in your Flight Simulator, either 2020 or 2024 version. Some of the profiles I'm creating use different fonts which are included with the PilotsDeck plugin itself. This is one of the profiles, for example. You also need to download the font file. I have provided either a direct link or you can download it from this page. What you need to do is open the font file, double click it, and then click install. The font will be installed in Windows, and then the plugin can use it. Now you should have the profile and the plugin available in the game. For example, here if I show my profile page, you can see that toggling the autopilot triggers the events in the game as well. But there's one type of issue. If I try to turn any of the knobs, the screen blinks red and nothing happens. This is because FSUIPC7 is either not running correctly or it is not installed. In this situation, check that FSUIPC7 is running in the background. It should start automatically when you start the game, so you don't need to do anything manually. If there is an update pending, that update request might be in the game background, and you either have to update it or just select no in order to get FSUIPC7 start properly. If it is not installed at all, then you can go directly to this page and download FSUIPC directly from there and install it if there has been some issue when you install the PilotsDeck plugin. And that's it for now. I hope you were able to follow along and get the plugin working with your Stream Deck. If you run into any issues, feel free to drop a comment below. I'll do my best to help out. I'll also be posting a short review of the plugin soon, along with some tips on creating your own custom profiles, so stay tuned for that. If you found this video helpful, please remember to like, subscribe and check out my previous content for more. Until next time, happy landings!